my friends, and welcome to Controversial Theater. This is the new vlog series where I talk about a controversy. This was actually kind of loosely inspired by Mr. Enter's, by when someone I really respect, and that's the mysterious Mr. Enter, tackles a controversial subject and say things that I've thought about for ages, but some I don't agree with, and some I do. Now, this is going to be Now, the reason why it's called Controversial Theater is because I'm going to pick a controversial topic and then give my opinion on it. And what is the most controversial topic in America right now? The United States presidential election. Oh my God, the controversy surrounding these, from candidate A to candidate B, it is insanity. Now, before I continue on, ground rules. 1. Yes, I am talking about controversial topics, but keep an open mind about them. 2. Each of these controversial topics will be picked at random at the end of the video where I pull them out of a hat. I will not do that this week because I have not made because I have not made that bucket of hat at random. These first two will be picked off my own personal preferences. One that relates to everyone, and then one that relates to me. 3. These are all my opinions. They are not political facts. They're not fact. You don't have to agree with me. In fact, I would love it if you disagree with me, because then we can have a wonderful conversation. That said, politics, everybody. Okay, here we go. Let's get the Okay, there is a 200-pound elephant in the room. Let me first say, there is a 2-ton gorilla in the room that is demanding the attention with really shitty hair and really shitty words. And I will get my opinions on him at the end of the video, but for now, let's talk about the other 3 main contenders. Number 1 is Mr. Ted Cruz. I am not a Republican. I will admit this. I consider myself an independent because I do have some Republican views. But I also know, and I can't say this, I'm more on the left side of the independent circus. I admit this. I don't like Ted Cruz. But here's the thing. I don't like Ted Cruz, but I don't think he's that bad of a person. Obviously he does some stuff that are completely full of shit. Like, I think earlier he said there's been some political attack ads on Donald Trump's wife, Melania Trump, and that were orchestrated by Ted Cruz's super attacks, and then he says, I don't do that, when clearly he does. But as for like his policies, as for like what he does, I don't agree with it, with most of them. I really do think that right now in this country, we need to focus on the problems here and not the problems overseas. Problems here are basically the problems here are all topics I can put in controversial theater. We've got poverty, we've got disease, we got insults on mental health, insults on men, insults on women, sexism, racism, ageism. I can go on. And in fact, that's what the show is designed to do. Now, let's go on the left side. Hillary Clinton. Oh boy, I would help for this one. I don't like Miss Clinton. I don't. I'm sorry. I honestly do not believe in. I think she's all talk. I really do. Like, I don't. Like, it's hard for me to say because I'm not a political analyst, and honestly, really should have done some research before I did this one. This one, I promise to you, I will do a lot more research on the next one because the next one really matters to me. But, yeah, I don't like Hillary Clinton's policies. I don't like her. Personally, I think she is a liar. And whenever I do that, I'm afraid if I'm afraid that my screen kind of blacks out, and I'm afraid that actually gets translated to the video. But anyways, I think she's a liar, and I think that I don't want someone who's dishonest as my president. Yes, I will admit she has potential to be okay. However, that is potential to be okay. And only okay. And now for everyone's favorite guy. Bernie Sanders. The only candidate I actually legitimately like. Okay, hold it. I'm not going to sing his praises though. I like him because he honestly does tell it like it is. He simply has said that his plan will raise taxes, and he has admitted that he cannot fix every problem in 4 years. That is refreshing honesty in the candidate. The problem is his ideas, like what he wants, what he really wants, won't work without some other reforms that he hasn't really addressed yet. Like, okay, how he wants to fix our economic problems is raising taxes. It's an unfortunate truth that taxes pay for pretty much everything, and while I don't like it personally, raising taxes would go a long way in helping this country. Even if it's just by $1, you'd be amazed what $1 could do. I don't like that, but at the same time, I can respect that. However, he doesn't explain what he needs to, what we need to do to fix, what we need to raise the taxes for. I've never heard him accurately explain what he needs to raise taxes for. I think to fix the economy, great, that's great. We fix the economy, but what are we fixing the economy for? That's my one problem with Bernie Sanders is he doesn't explain what this stuff is for. And if he does that, if he explains what all his plans are for, I will support him so much more than I already have. And now for the two-ton elephant in the room. Alright. Y'all knew his name was coming. Donald Trump. I could just end the vlog right here. I could. I could just get up, leave, I could just get up, leave, sneak around, and turn off the video right there. Or you just stare at my door for silence. The 20-ton gorilla in the room that is Donald fucking Trump. Or Donald Trump, if you watched last week tonight. Wow, this guy. Actually, I could go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about how much I don't like this guy, how much I think he is a terrible, terrible person, and honestly how I think his supporters are delusional in thinking that he is the right businessman, that putting a businessman in a political position is a good idea. The only reason why Ronald Reagan worked was out of dumb luck. It was dumb luck that Mr. Reagan worked. And even then, Ronald Reagan did some things that I personally do not agree with. Although I can't really say because I wasn't really born around the time of the 80s. I'm just going off what I've read. Anyways, which could be this could be misread, and I apologize for that. But I'm not going to talk about Trump himself. This is called controversy theater, and one of the things I'm going to do is say a controversial opinion. The problem with Donald Trump is not Trump himself. You know why? Realistically, if he somehow managed to get elected, none of his policies would ever pass because the president only has one power. Only has two powers. Executive action, which is a temporary solution that can be vetoed very quickly, or just the power to tell Congress no. The problem with Donald Trump is not Donald Trump. The problem with Donald Trump is us. And here's what I mean by that. Mr. Trump is everything that people have said about him. He is a horrible guy. The fact that he has supporters and he is almost Gestapo-esque in his ascension. And honestly, he is so full of shit that I'm surprised that he hasn't I'm surprised that we don't find corn in his teeth once in a while. The problem is, there is a way for him not to win. By simply ignoring him. It's simple as that. We gotta stop commenting on every stupid thing he does. Because you know what? If we stop giving the man attention, if we stop listening to him, if we stop talking to him, he'll go away. He won't be a problem because no one will care. Don't focus on Donald Trump. Focus on Ted Cruz as a potential Republican nominee. Focus on Cruz. Just say, oh, Donald Trump is leading. And then just leave it at that and ignore it. The problem with Donald Trump is us, because we give him too much attention. And here's the thing. There's a price with giving the people the power. Especially this day and age. We are the kind of guys who we know something will be bad, but we're crazy enough to see just how bad. We live in the age of Sharknado. Everyone from the most elite Harvard student to the dumbest motherfucker on earth knew that movie was going to be fucking terrible. Yet we all greenlit it. We made it so damn popular, they got a sequel. And then we watched that movie. That was a piece of shit. We all knew it. And then we was like, okay, we can't wait for Sharknado 3 to come out. We are not the kind of people who should really think about politics like that, because we're crazy enough to put something that we know is terrible into power. That's what really is going to get him elected. We're crazy enough to go, oh my god, this is going to be the stupidest, craziest motherfucking president ever. This guy is going to lead America to the ground. Sign me up! This is going to be fucking awesome! It's not a good idea at all. Like, legit not good. Good. I get it. I get it. He's wealthy. somewhat knows how to handle his money well. And even then, I'm still sketchy on that. But he's not. But we have got to stop giving him attention. If we ignore him, he'll go away. He's like a spoiled child. Everyone wants to know why are we considering to elect someone who is almost Hitler-esque in his actions, his xenophobia, his racism. It's very simple. Because we gave him the attention. Of course he's gonna, because he said one controversial thing about Mexicans. We gave that attention, and we noticed something, and he noticed that his polls started to go up. We gave him too much attention. And because we gave him too much attention, he started to grow and grow and grow. He's a child. He's like a spoiled child. Ignore him, and he'll go away. That is all I gotta say. And that's Supervillain.